everyone, Magic Flying Potato here, playing some Dysterra. So this is closed beta, and I'm just going to do a quick guide, beginner's guide for the first couple of quests that you have to do, which is the harvest quest, which is gathering terrasite and rock. And the very first thing you want to do before this times out, you want to come over to your pod and hit the F key to gather whatever resources are in it. This gives you a couple of different resources. It will give you like a can of beans and the apple, and I got the apple and the water this time around, or it's a mix between the three. Sometimes you get the can of beans and the apple. So like I was talking about, first thing you want to do is you want to harvest your drop pod, and then I'm going to talk about the first two quests, which is the harvest quest, which is what you're seeing right here up in the top right corner, and then the next one is the crafting quest, which will craft a wrench, a bandage, the Barrell Grill, and then we'll create the light drone protocol and the SonicBoomPunch memory chip. So when you're in here, depending on what zone you dropped into, will be depending on how much type of resources you have. If you hit the V key, that is your vision. It will show you where resources are at through a special vision mode. So as you can see, it darkens like that. And these are the rocks that we want to get right there. And right behind us are two terrasite rocks. The terrasite rocks are the ones that look like this. When you come up to them, you hit your F key just to harvest them. Now I put a ×10 multiplier on. You will get nothing near this type of resources when you harvest them. If you're playing multiplayer, you will get a few resources out of these things, not this many. I am just doing this for help video purposes, so I don't have to spend forever trying to gather resources to show you how to do the things. Okay, so also for rocks, a lot of people I know in the forums were talking about trying to get these rocks right here, or trying to get rocks like this over here. As you see those boulders right here, those are not the ones you could harvest. Any of these rocks right here, it's only this style of rock, and if you walk up on it, it will highlight blue and it will say gather rock. Hopefully that is something that they will kind of fix in the release of the game, to be able to at least pick these up. So yeah, so when we're running around, you will definitely find different things laying around, like robots and medical robots, and there's also mushrooms and different types of things. I'll make a video about food as well, food and water, and how to survive right at the beginning of the game. But I'm just going to go ahead and keep harvesting this until I get the rocks that I need, because I do have the terrasite. And again, here's another rock that I was talking about. These are the middle-sized looking rocks that are just laying out throughout the thing. You cannot harvest these big ones. Okay, and now what you want to do, this is the second crafting slash tutorial that the game kind of provides. So we're going to go ahead and craft a wrench, a bandage, a Barrell Grill, and then we'll do the lighting drone protocol and the SonicBoomPunch memory chip. I'm going to need to find some metal parts and stuff like that. Okay, so one of the things I do recommend or suggest, if you can't figure out where to find certain resources when crafting things, open up your inventory or your crafting menu. Either I is your inventory or U is your crafting inventory, and say you want to make bandages but you don't know where the cloth is at. Hover over it and it will tell you right here, if you read the description in the green, it tells you it's found in buildings and trash piles. So that's where you got to go find a cloth at. For Barrell Grill, for scrap metal, as you can see, it's found in medical robots, abandoned cars, wrecked boats, and bayonet robots and stuff like that. So just hover over. If you're not sure where to find something or what to look for, it will tell you in green right there. So what we're going to go ahead and do right now is we're going to go ahead and craft the wrench in the bandage and the Barrell Grill. So go ahead, again, like I said, hit U for your crafting menu. Your wrench is right here. Anything that has a green icon right here is something that you have enough resources to craft with. So if I click on wrench, you can see I can craft it by clicking on this, or I could come down here and craft the number of things I want to craft, and there's the number right there. So if I hit this, it will go ahead and put that in the crafting queue, and you'll see about the time that it will take to craft it. Quick note, wrenches and guns and stuff have very low durability at this point in time. I can fight like 3 robots and this wrench will be useless. And at the beginning of the game, until you make your base and make your workbenches, there is no way to fix weapons until you get your weapons bench. So just discard these wrenches once they're totally wore out, which is the red bar below. Just throw them out and make a new one, because you can't fix them until you get that weapons workbench. All right, so as you can see, we got the wrench built. Now I want to craft the bandage, and I'm gonna go ahead and drop down and craft the barrel grill while I'm standing here. So again, hit your U key. Bandage is right here. Gonna go ahead and craft one of those. And the barrel grill is right here, and so I have the resources to craft that, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. As you know, the lighting protocol is next, and you'll need 1 Android chip. And again, I've got my multiplier turned all the way up to 10. I am on a single player game. If you are playing single player or definitely multiplayer, you will not get nearly the resources that I am getting right now. I'm just using this as a tutorial purpose. So we're going to go ahead and create the drone chip protocol right now. As you can see, it does only require 1 Android chip. So I'm going to go ahead and craft this. And down here is the SonicBoomPunch. I'm going to need 10 more metal plates, which comes from trash piles, medical robots, and the other house cleaning robots that you see laying on the ground, and a couple other things. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to go look for those while this other the drone protocol is crafting. So as you see, as you run around, you find the housekeeping robots, and there's also medical robots that are in just piles of heaps on the ground. These are where you get a lot of your scrap metal plates, copper wire, synthetic resin, Android chips, and some of them give a few other things as well. So make sure you go ahead and harvest everything you can at the beginning, because this is definitely one of these grindy games where you're going to have to do lots and lots of harvesting if you are on a multiplayer server. So we're going to go ahead. I think I have enough resources to craft the SonicBoomPunch memory chip. Yep, right here. So I'm going to go ahead and craft this, and once I craft it, I'm going to show you what to do with this chip. But while we're crafting that chip, I am going to show you a couple other things in the inventory as well. So with the lighting drone protocol chip, as you can see, if you drag it down into your hotbar, it doesn't accept it. What you want to do with the protocol chips is down in the bottom right corner of your profile right here, you have 2 slots for protocol chips. So you want to take this chip, drag it down here, and drop it. And as you can see, it will, if you have a space on your hotbar, it will automatically go over here, and then drag and drop it where you want to put it. A couple other things to remember about, or just tips about this hotbar, is if you try to get rid of items off of it, if you try to drag them off, it will not drag off the hotbar. What you want to do, so say I don't want this apple right here, or you know, some item that's in your hotbar that you don't want, do a right click. It takes it, it removes it off your hotbar, but it doesn't drop it. So it's still in the inventory. It just removes it from the hotbar by doing a right click. Other things, you just, if you want to change location, just drag them over to the location you want, and that's the way that works. Once your SonicBoom memory chip is here, now if you try to, it's not a protocol chip, so it won't fit in any of these slots right here. As you can see, it says invalid target. What you want to do with the SonicBoomPunch memory chip is come over to your machine arm, which is right here in your your user interface, or the Y key. You click on that, and as you can see, there are 3 abilities that you have with your machine arm. The Gathering, which has 4 different subcategories, your Recovery that has 3 different categories, and your Special Ability. So your special ability right here, as you see, SonicBoomPunch grade 0 material is ready. Your chip is located right here. So once that chip is made, just hit upgrade under the special ability, under the machine arm. That equips your SonicBoomPunch, and you use your right mouse to use that punch. So if you're out there fighting and you want to do a sonic boom punch, hold down your right mouse button for a little bit and let it go. Information about this is it uses energy. If you look down in that center, the bottom next to your stamina, that middle thing is your health, and over to your right is energy. So your energy, I'm currently at 85. The only way to rebuild energy is to create or craft new batteries, which are right here. These battery packs are what gives you energy for your things like your sonic boom punch and this light right here. So as you can see, the lighting drone chip protocol is on my hotbar, so I'll hit 8, and that is your light. And it's extremely bright, and if you're on a multiplayer server, people will be able, if they are standing off in a distance and you're using this thing, they will definitely see where you're at. This thing is mega bright, and it's almost like too bright because it washes out a lot of things, especially at night. So yeah, this is like I said, this is the very beginning of the game. I just went through the 2 first quests, and with the next couple of videos coming up, I am going to do the hunting quest, and also the housing, and also I will talk about food and water and survival, so you don't die of dehydration, you don't die of food, you don't die from eating the wrong things. So hopefully this video helps, and if you have any questions or comments about this video, go ahead and leave them below and I'll get back to you. And again, this is Dysterra. It is closed beta, but if you go over to Steam, you type in Dysterra, down under that store page there is an application. Just submit your application and they would probably email you within a day, less than 24 hours, and you can jump into this and give it a try. It's a pretty promising game. So once again, this is Magic Flying Potato. You guys have a great time out there trying to survive in Dysterra. I am Oot.